might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free.
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living.
And I'm Marie.
And we want to welcome you to our Sunday Chat. This is Sunday Chat for the week of July the 6th of 2025. And it is absolutely beautiful weather outside today. I think our highs is going to be in the high 80s, almost to 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And that's not too terribly bad, is it, Marie?
No, especially since the air seems a little drier and not so humid.
Yeah, it feels good out there, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, but when it's even dry heat is pretty rough sometimes.
It can be. But today's video, we just got through with 4th of July, so we got a lot to talk about today. But we want to get started first and let Marie do the devotion. And today's devotion is entitled Real Comfort, and it's on John 14:27 and also 2 Thessalonians 3:16. Marie?
Okay. It says, when life gets stressful and your problems are overwhelming, what do you long for? And everyone, we know that's peace. And it says in the book, right, you want the fear to go away. And I noticed that in our Purple Prayer Book, last week we had several people who were not even resting at night because they were worried about everything going on in the world and everything. And so there is some really rough situations going on. And then our scripture over here was John 14:27. And I think this is a good scripture for y'all that are having anxiety about a lot of things that are going on. It says, peace I live with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. And that was John 14:27. So that really does help me when I think about that. When I think about everything going on in the world, I think about Jesus, and I think about this verse right here. And then 2 Thessalonians 3:16 says, now may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times, in every way, and in every way, the Lord be with you. And so when I'm frightened or anything like that, or I think about stressful things, I think about the Lord being with me, and that helps me with my anxiety. And I hope it helps some of you who are going through it. And then the rest of our devotion says, some people look for peace in their friends, their jobs, and financial success and power. When you do have finances, it does really help a lot in relieving some stress. But you can also lose your finances, and things can go south in a hurry. So it's better for us to trust in God where He has our back. It says some people look for peace in their friends, their jobs, and financial success and power. But none of that will last, and that's true. Only Jesus gives you real peace and takes away all fear. And all you have to do is trust Him and lean on Him. Come to this verse when life bears down on you. Do not let your heart be troubled, and do not be afraid, and find comfort and peace in Jesus. And that's how we can get through the tough times, is to have our comfort and peace in Jesus.
Amen on that, Marie. That is just absolutely perfect for today.
Yes, and I've noticed so many times that our devotions are lining up with just where we are at the present time. And so that just goes to show you that God knows each and every one of our life circumstances and where we are. And I just think that we have an amazing God.
Absolutely. And, there's so much going on in the world now, and I've got anxiety my own self about it. And so I understand other people having anxiety. And so the best thing you can do is lean on God and trust in God. And it's not just the things that's going on in the world, but for a lot of people, including both of us, it's also our physical situation because as you get a little older, you start to develop physical problems.
Yes, we do.
And regardless of what your physical problem is, you need to just lean on God, put your faith in Him, and let Him take control of your life.
Yes, and we have a lot of people that are having upcoming surgeries in the Purple Prayer Book, so we want you to remember them. I'm not going to call any names or anything, but and there's a lot of people that are dealing with a lot of serious issues in our prayer book. So I'm going to ask everyone once again to please remember everyone in the Purple Prayer Book. And also, if you can, this week, I would like for you to remember a person whose name is Lori, who's having an upcoming surgery. And I'd like for y'all to pray for her surgeons to do a successful job. And also, we know that our ultimate healing is through Christ. And but He does heal through doctors, and He can heal however He chooses to. And so we'd just like for you to remember her, and not just her, but she's a friend of the family. But remember everyone in the Purple Prayer Book, and I cannot call all of y'all's names naturally, but just remember everyone in the Purple Prayer Book, please.
Okay. And then another situation that we definitely want to all be praying for. It's a developing situation, but this weekend there was a big flood in Kerrville, Texas, and it flooded a camp area that was a Christian camp area. And there's been quite a few deaths, and there's a lot of people missing. And so we want everyone to pray for all the families that's involved in that.
Didn't you say that they found one 12-year-old child 12 miles away up in a tree?
If I remember that correctly, she had floated down the river when it flooded for approximately 12 miles and was able to get onto a tree, and that's where they found her.
That's really sad.
And I don't know all the details. That's just a little bit that I know about. Okay. One thing I want to mention before I get started talking about everything, I had mentioned a few weeks ago in the month of July of 2019, Marie and I started our first Sunday Chat videos. And I remember, Marie, before we started them, we talked about what are we going to call it and how do we want to do it, because we were just going to talk a little bit about what was going on in our life and just do it once weekly. And we decided to do it and make it be a Sunday video. And anyway, we came up with the name Sunday Chat. And we've been doing it ever since then. That was July of 2019. We have missed a few weeks through the years, but pretty much we do one every week, don't we?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, at the end of this video, when you get through watching it, I'm going to post the very first Sunday Chat that we ever did. And then I'm going to post the second Sunday Chat that we ever did. And I believe the first one was about 4 minutes long, and the second one was maybe about 10. And you're going to see a whole different Southern country living. That's back when our biggest focus back then was doing gardening videos and prepping videos and stuff like that.
Right.
We hadn't even got into cooking good, just barely had got into cooking back then.
Right.
But so
I believe my first cooking video was peanut butter cookies, wasn't it?
I think it was peanut butter cookies, yeah. But anyway, so if you want to watch them, stay to the very end, and you'll see the first and the second Sunday Chats that we ever did. And you'll notice some familiarities because some of the things we talked about back then are the same things we're talking about now. And one of them is my brother Gerald. Right now, Gerald is at the nursing home. He is doing good, and he's just as happy as he can be right now. But 6 years ago, he had just been in the hospital. He had had pneumonia. I think I said on the video maybe 3 or 4 times already that year, and he was going back to the nursing home. So, but anyway, it's just something we like to keep up with. So y'all watch it at the end. Hopefully you like it. Leave us comments and let me know how you feel about seeing those first 2 videos. There's a possibility I may later post some more of the older ones, but for this week, since it has been 6 years, I want to do those 2. Okay, this last week, we all celebrated July the 4th.
Yeah.
And July the 4th is a time of year that a lot of people like to take vacation. And Marie and I, we went on vacation actually the week before July the 4th.
And I think everyone decided that that was their vacation time too, considering how busy the mountains was.
It was very crowded. We never did. I don't know that we have ever took a vacation on the exact week of July the 4th.
No.
But, and we usually didn't because so many people took vacations that week. But we always try to schedule ours before or after. And in the latter years, we've always scheduled ours in August, toward the end of August. And we seem to find right after school starts back seems to be a good time to take vacation for us.
Yeah, but we wanted our daughter to go with us, and we didn't know exactly the day that she had to go back and what all she had to do to prepare before she went, right?
Yeah, so we was able to work it out. We went to the Smokies, and we had a real good time, really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So tell us, leave in the comments, tell us where did you go on vacation this year? And if you didn't take one this year, tell us where you went the last time you took a vacation.
And also, those of you that say that they can't take a vacation, maybe y'all take staycations, I think that's what you call them, and let us know what you do when you do that.
Okay, and then something that I enjoy doing, and you do too, we love to watch YouTube videos where other people are traveling, and we like to see where they're going and what they're doing, because that's us living through them, right?
Right, because we know that at our age that we will never travel thousands of miles to anywhere.
Like the Grand Canyon, I love seeing the Grand Canyon. I got hiccups.
Yeah, we love to see the pictures of the mountains and the Grand Canyons and the Tetons and all, and we probably most likely will never travel out that far.
I don't think we will. But, you know, if I could, I would. Okay, let's see. Now for 4th of July, we went over there Friday evening. We went to our daughter Cynthia's house.
And we had such a good time.
We sure did.
It's always nice to get with family, and especially when you have 2 little precious great-granddaughters named Avery and Addison, and then I have Eli also, and Briar Rose and Isaiah, but they had to go somewhere else. They went somewhere like a lake or something, and we didn't get to share that with them, but they've been coming around a lot more since school's out, and so we do enjoy our everyday with them also.
We sure do.
I like to keep little snacks and give to them when they come down here.
So when we were over at Cynthia's, little Avery, Marie was actually playing with them, and they were playing some type of game on a little table there, and Addison and Avery both was playing. And the TV was just on, and it just went automatically to the next video, and it came up, it happened to be our video. And Avery, she walked over there when she heard the music, and she stood in front of the TV and was watching it. And when it got up, it was the video where we went down and seen the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Yeah. And just as soon as she seen it, she pointed to it and she said, "Hot dog." And she remembered that, didn't she, Marie?
Yeah, sure.
That was so precious.
Yes,
It's amazing what happiness you get out of just one moment of seeing a child do something that's a memory like that.
Right.
At Cynthia's house, this is what we had for the meal. And I called Cynthia. I said, "Cynthia, did you take any pictures of our meal?" She said, "No, I didn't think about it." And, well, I didn't even take a camera because I want it to be a little private meal for us. We do so much recording with YouTube that we don't want to make our relatives feel like we take over. And so we didn't record anything. But what we had was barbecue pork. Cynthia made that, the pulled barbecue pork. Marie made potato salad. And then we had baked beans. slaw,
And Cynthia's slaw is amazing.
and we had chips and dip, and we had Marie made brownies. We had homemade ice cream that Cynthia made. It was a strawberry ice cream.
Yeah, that was delicious.
And she told us that she used the recipe to make it from the Moss family, that she seen Fallon make it, and she tried it and said, and we liked it. We all liked it. It was good. We also had the cherry pie poke cake. We took that over there, and everybody just loved that.
And I apologize if y'all don't think that I go fast enough when I do my recipes, but when I do my recipes, I like for them to look pretty. And so it takes a little more time than if you just dump everything in and like you do on TikTok and different things like that. It's fast and everything like that, but sometimes I do like to take a little bit more time and make mine pretty, but I apologize to y'all that likes TikTok.
Okay. And then, of course, while we were there, I think you probably played at that table with the two girls for probably almost an hour, didn't you?
I don't know. We had fun. The time just went away. I'm not sure.
I know Addison has always loved for Marie to come over and play with her, but now Avery has joined in, and so they both want to play. Just as soon as we pulled up, both of them ran to the back door and looked through the glass and was saying, "Nana, Nana, Nana," just as soon as we pulled up. So they love their Nana. Okay, Marie, let's take a few minutes and talk about the videos that we did last week. We did have a total of 7 videos last week.
Yeah.
And so the first one we did last Sunday was our Sunday chat, and it was entitled Nothing in Return. And so I know most of you watch all of our Sunday chats, but if you missed that one, go back and watch it. That was a really special one, wasn't it, Marie?
Yes, it was. The Lord let us know that He knew exactly what we were doing, and He even told us what, in our spirit, what we should do, and we obeyed Him. And so that's why I say God knows just exactly where you are each moment.
Yeah, because that was a subject that we had talked about the night before, and we were trying to make our decision how we wanted to handle this particular situation. And then all of a sudden, that Nothing in Return devotion came up, and it was the answer to our prayers right there, wasn't it, Marie?
It was.
Okay, the second video that we did last week was the beef enchiladas and the Mexican street corn. Now, that was a throwback video that we had did about a year ago, and but it was a really good, delicious meal, and a lot of you watched it and enjoyed it. And I was surprised at how many people's never had Mexican street corn before. And so I got a feeling a lot of people's going to be trying that, and if they do, they're going to love it. The third video that we did was the home-style banana pudding, and you used the Paula Deen recipe.
In my cookbook that one of our subscribers sent me.
Yes, and on home-style banana pudding, you did it before. We called it old-fashioned banana pudding.
Yeah.
They're basically the same recipe. Right. There's very minor differences. There's a lot of different ways that you can make a banana pudding. And the one thing that I found interesting, we always put vanilla wafers. But several people, especially some people from Canada and some from Australia, said they can't find vanilla wafers in their store. So I told them they could substitute and use any kind of cookie in it, and it would work, just a good soft cookie. But some people said they'd make it without the vanilla wafers and just make it, and it's just as good that way too. So we may have to try it one day without the vanilla wafers.
Okay.
See how we like it. But any way you make it, you can't beat a good banana pudding.
Right.
Okay, the fourth video we did, I think we had more fun doing this video than any we've done in a long time. But we did the Aldi weekly shopping haul.
Whoops.
And after we went to Aldi's, we stopped in at Checkers and picked up that $4 meal deal and went down Lindale Park and had a picnic. Yeah. And so that was a lot of fun that day. The food was great. I ate almost all of mine. I had a few French fries left. But I loved it.
The only thing that we, for $4, you get so much, so you shouldn't complain about their little Coke. But that was the only thing. Me and Kevin liked just a little bit more Coke, but it lasted, and that was really all that we needed. And then also, I was shorted my tomato and lettuce on my chicken. And so some people get that. And you may have to ask for it, but I didn't ask for it because I didn't know it was the first time I ever got it. But I would also have liked to have some mayonnaise on mine, and it just came with a plain piece of chicken and bread.
Yeah.
And some people maybe like that, but I like a little condiments on mine. But the chicken tasted good, and but it was a little spicy, but not spicy enough for me not to enjoy it. I still enjoyed it and was thankful for it. But like I said, those were the only, that was my only criticism on it, was the fact that the Coke was small, which, really it shouldn't be a criticism because you wouldn't expect it to be real large on a $4 meal. And then them leaving off my tomato and lettuce. But overall, it was real good. And would I do it again? I would. But this time I would ask for the hamburger because I tasted of Calvin's hamburger. And to me, it tasted a lot better than the chicken. Maybe if I had the tomato and mayonnaise and all that on it, I might have stuck with the chicken. But the way that they prepared his hamburger with the purple onion on it and that cheese sauce on it, it was really good. I said, I should have got what you got. But I wanted to try the chicken and compare it to the hamburger. So next time I know I'll get the hamburger.
Well, I don't know if I told you or not, but I talked to my sister, Janet, and Janet watched that video. And the next day, her and her husband went to Checkers and they ordered the same meal. And she checked hers, and her chicken sandwich had mayonnaise and lettuce on it. It didn't have a tomato, but it had mayonnaise and lettuce, and she didn't ask for it. They just put it on her naturally. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why yours didn't have it, but just whoever was working that day didn't do it.
But it was still good, but I don't like plain. Yeah. I like condiments.
Yeah, I think what we should do, Marie, maybe one day this week, what if we go to McDonald's and we do the same thing with that McDonald's $5 meal deal that they have and test it and see how we like it.
Okay.
That might be a good video. If you want to see that, comment, let us know that you want to see that video also. And then right offhand, I know that Arby's has a $7 meal deal. There may be some more. We'll check around. Does Wendy's have anything?
I'm not sure.
We haven't been to Wendy's in a long time.
I know I made their copycat Wendy's chili, and it was delicious. We have a video on that also. So y'all go through our playlist and find it and make it and tell us if you like it. Okay.
The next video that we did was the French onion, ground beef, and rice casserole.
That is probably my new best casserole that I like. It was very good.
It was so delicious. And the French fried onion rings that went on top of it just absolutely set it off. They were so good, weren't they, Marie?
They were.
They were so crispy. And when I took my first bite on taste test, I didn't mention that they were real crispy and real good. Mm-hmm. But after I got through eating it, I told Maria, I said, that's the best part. When I got my next serving the next day, I put some more of those French fried onion rings on top of it before I heated it up, mm-hmm. and just made it extra good. Okay, the next video, Marie, you did the cherry pie filling poke cake.
Right. Mm-hmm. And some people objected to me doing it so slow, but like I said, I don't do TikTok. And I like for my stuff to look good. I'm a little perfectionist on that part, but I'm sorry. Maybe I'll try to speed it up a little bit more and get Cowan to speed it up more.
Well, the cake was absolutely so delicious, and it was just wonderful. Mm-hmm. But when we made that, we did not have any Cool Whip here at the house. No. So to make it quick, we ran over to Piggly Wiggly's and bought the Cool Whip at Piggly Wiggly's. Mm-hmm. And that's the only time we've ever bought Cool Whip from Piggly Wiggly's. And that Cool Whip, when Marie put it on, it looked good. But as it sat in the refrigerator and set up, it did not set up good. And so we said, we'll never buy that Cool Whip again. We tried to cut it and get pictures of it, and it wouldn't work like it's supposed to. So, you know, we love Piggly Wigglies, and we love most of their off-brand stuff or their store brands, but we did not like their Cool Whip.
No, and I didn't want to go to the trouble of making my own homemade Cool Whip because I just wasn't feeling that.
Okay, and then the last video that we did this week was the Mexican rice skillet and chocolate orange pound cake. And that was a throwback video. I think you made that about 2 years ago, didn't you, Marie?
Yeah, and I love to make it when I'm in a pinch for a recipe because it is delicious.
And yes, and it's really, really good. And the Mexican rice skillet was good too. Okay, Marie, that covers all of our videos that we did this last week. We had a lot of fun making all these, didn't we?
Yeah, and we were busy every day. And, you know, when you make videos, you know, a lot of people may think that it's just easy and everything like that. But it takes a lot of time, but it's something that we enjoy doing, don't we?
I don't know what we'd do if we didn't make videos, because we wouldn't have anything to do anymore, would we?
Not really.
I sort of miss our garden. I noticed in the two first videos we talked about our garden quite a bit, and I was telling Marie, if I feel as good next year as I'm feeling right now, I'm gonna have my garden again next year.
Yeah, I like my garden too.
Yeah, I don't want to try to start one this late in the year. It's too hot. But next year I might do it. So y'all be sure and watch at the very end now. I'm going to cut out the intro on these two videos so you don't have to watch an extra intro. But I will show you both videos, and make a comment. Let me know what you think about these old videos. Now, don't laugh, because like I said, these are some old videos. The quality is not as good. And on the very first one, we both looked like we were scared to death to be in front of the camera, didn't we, Marie?
Yeah.
And I'm sure we were, because most of our videos back then was about gardening and doing things around the house. And that was something new to us, to just sit down in front of the camera and talk. So anyway, y'all watch them. Hope you enjoy them. Y'all have a great week. Everybody stay cool. And remember to pray for everyone that's in the Purple Prayer Book, and special prayers for all the people in Kerrville, Texas, and then special prayers for Lori, that's a relative of ours. She's going to be having surgery on Tuesday. And so, Maria, I'll let you go ahead and close it out unless you got some more you want to add to it. But y'all have a great week, and we love you.
Calvin, he said it all, y'all. So y'all do what you love and love what you do, and have a wonderful weekend, and bye.
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living. This is my wife Marie. We just want to stop in here this afternoon and talk to you for just a minute. We have had, over the last 2 months, we've had approximately 400 new subscribers, and just wanted to touch base with everyone and let everybody know what's going on. I hadn't made a video in about a week now, and what's going on is my brother has taken a turn for the worse, and they did have to put him in the hospital in the ICU unit. So it's had a little bit of stress on us for, right now, temporarily. The heat has been so extreme outside, and with all this going on, I hadn't had a chance to get out in the garden and do a garden video. Even though today is Sunday, I normally don't do a lot of work in the garden on Sundays, but I got there early this morning right after daybreak, and I picked I think about 12 or 13 pounds of tomatoes, and picked a couple of pounds of okra, and just wanted to make sure that everything's picked off the garden that needed to be picked before it got too ripe.
Yeah, I would be busy tomorrow putting up the tomatoes and the okra, and so if it wasn't for air conditioning, I don't know how they used to do it back in the day when there was no such thing as air conditioning. So I'm really thankful that we got air, so it won't be that big of a job tomorrow.
That's true. We now we'll say that we did go up and see my brother after church today. We went and visited with him for a while, and the nurses say that he is doing much better today. So hopefully he will recover from this. He does have pneumonia. This is the 4th time that he's had pneumonia and have to be admitted into the hospital just this year alone. So this particular time was pretty bad, but they are saying that he is doing better right now. So appreciate everybody that has been praying for my brother. We just want to thank all of our subscribers and thank everyone that's been praying for him. I noticed a lot of people really liked the video that Marie did with the banana split cake dessert, and we really appreciate everyone watching that video. That dessert was one of the best ones we've had lately, and I want Marie to make that again. I really enjoy that.
Yeah, it was a good recipe, and I think you liked it for Father's Day, and you got a birthday coming up in August, and so
Yeah, that'd be good for my birthday.
you're
I would like
really
that.
going to be over the hump in August.
Yeah.
So I'll see what I can come up with.
Okay. Also, a lot of the people that I follow, and I try to watch all of their videos, but for the last week, I just hadn't been able to get to every single video, but I've tried to catch as many as I could. So I apologize if I didn't get to catch your video, but I hope you understand why. And so we just wanted to come in here and touch base with everyone. And we'll keep this video sort of short, and thank everybody once again. We appreciate you watching our videos. We appreciate you especially when you give a thumbs up on the video. That does help our channel out quite a bit. So if you will, if you're not a subscriber, be sure you subscribe to our channel, give it a thumbs up, and comment if you can. We certainly do appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living.
And I'm Marie, his wife.
Let's start over. Hey everyone, I'm Calvin,
And I'm Marie.
and we just want to check in with you today. It's a Sunday afternoon. We went to church this morning, and after church we were getting ready to head up to the hospital to check on my brother, and we found out that he is being transferred back to the nursing home today. So he is doing much better. He was in the ICU unit for 5 days, and he was actually on a ventilator on life support, but he is doing much better, and he will be transferred back to the nursing home today. So we definitely appreciate everyone that's been praying for him, and I'll update you again next week how he's doing then. But we did, well, Marie, you tell them what we've done today.
We decided to go get us a little bite to eat before we went and visited him this evening. And we ate at Zaxby's, and it was surely good.
Yeah, we enjoyed that. That's one of our places that we love to go to and eat real quick. This week has been pretty tough on our garden because it has really been extremely hot all week long. And there's been a lot of rain that's been coming down several days, but we didn't get any of it. It kept falling in neighborhoods near us. One day it rained within a mile of our house, but we didn't get a drop of it. So we were a little disappointed that we hadn't had any rain. Yesterday afternoon it drizzled for maybe 5 minutes, and it was such a light rain it didn't even get the driveways wet. But we have been harvesting a lot of vegetables from the garden, this heat's been real good for our tomatoes. Marie, I'll let you talk about that.
Well, here's one of the tomatoes that came out of our garden. We did, how many pounds of tomatoes would you say we got out of our garden?
One day this week we got 23 pounds, and then the next day, or not next day, but Saturday, we harvested 20 more pounds. So we got 43 pounds out of the garden just this week.
Yeah, I've been putting some up, and then I've been making salsa some, and we've just been giving some of our tomatoes away, but we've really had a good harvest on our tomatoes. But our squash was, well, it started off good until the squash bugs or stink bugs, whatever you want to call them, we had an infestation of them, and so it kind of made the growing season for them a little bit. They're gone now. The squash bugs, they really took them out.
Yeah, they got our squash and our cucumbers, but the okra, it's not doing as good as it did last year, but the okra is really doing good, and we've been harvesting okra. I go out there and pick it sometimes every day, at least every other day, and Marie's been preparing a lot of it to freeze, so we've really had a good okra harvest this time.
And we still got plenty of tomatoes coming. I'm gonna have to buy me another freezer or some more canning jars or something. We got tomatoes everywhere.
Yeah, we've been thinking about all of our friends that are in the path of Hurricane Barry. We have several good friends that live over in that area. They're YouTube subscribers and YouTube channels, and they, as far as I know, so far they've all been checking in and everybody's doing good, but still there's going to be a lot of rain and a lot of flooding over in that area, and as it moves on up north, there'll be a lot of flooding up in that area also. So we've been praying for everybody and hoping that everybody has everybody's safe and don't have any problems with their gardens and everything.
Yeah, and we had a granddaughter that she knew a hurricane was coming, but she went right on anyway. That's just the kind of girl she is. She just dives right into everything.
Yeah,
she's just amazing.
Yeah, she went down to Pensacola, Florida, and she was there yesterday when the Blue Angels performed their show. She sent me a picture of it. I'll try to post it right here in the video so you can see the picture of the Blue Angels. Okay, and so that is a picture of the Blue Angels right there.
This week it's been, so hot and humid. Nobody wants to get outside very much around here in these parts now. But we went to a thrift store Friday looking around, and we visited several of them. But one lady told us that we was really a big spender because we bought a cup that Calvin really liked for 50 cents, and so he got some off. So anyway, it didn't even cost him 50 cents. But anyway, I thought that was really funny, telling Calvin that he was a big spender.
Well, I'll show you a picture of the cup here in just a minute. But I thought it was a pretty neat little cup, and I just wanted to have it to put with some of my cars I have. But here's a little short video of the cup. Marie, check this out. Route 66 American Diner. Oh yeah, I like that.
Now, if Calvin hadn't have been with me, it might have been a different story. I might have loaded up.
Well, we are very thrifty, and we try to conserve on everything. Now we did, when we went to the grocery store this week to buy groceries, we went ahead and prepped and bought a lot more canned foods than we normally do, because it's always a good idea to have plenty of food on hand just in case something happens. Marie and I, we've been thinking about doing some videos talking about how we do our prepping. We've been prepping for a lot of years, and so we might want to share some of those ideas with our friends also. Okay, thanks everyone for watching this video. We appreciate everyone that watches our channel. We hope you enjoy it. If you will, please hit the like button and leave comments, and everyone just have a great day.
Bye, everyone.
Take me back to the old dirt road where Mama and Papa used to go. Let's sing all them songs from a long time ago and pine for them old days of yore. Well, let me run through the breeze like the leaves on the trees. Let me fly like the leaves when they fall. Well, let my mind go serene like a cool water stream that runs from the mountain soul.